Hi, this is Thomas. Welcome to Language Hack. Today we're talking about 3 ways to hack your grammar when it comes to using en and ett in Swedish. Tip number 1. When you want to find out how to use en or ett before a noun in Swedish, you want to check if you know the definite form of the word. The definite form of the word is when whenever you use the word in English, it would be the noun. For example, the cat or the house. And in Swedish, the house and the cat would be huset and katten. So the original word is house, cat. But in Swedish that's hus and katt. So in the definite form, it's huset and katten. And if you look at the end of those words, you have en and ett. And the en part at katten and ett part at huset reveal whether it's en or ett before the word. So it would be, since it's huset, it would be ett hus. Since it's katten, it would be en katt. Exactly. Tip number 2, easy one, is that the majority of the words have en. So if you're gonna guess on something, guess on en, because it's much more probable, basically. All right, third tip, this one is good. Like, this one will not only like help you think when you use the language and be like, is it en or ett? Okay, who's it? And but actually get more of a fluency in it. And that is to listen. Are you listening? Well, if you are, that's good, because it's all about your input. When you're learning a language, like I'm currently learning Japanese and Thai, one of the big factors in whether I can speak more fluently is hearing and receiving words from when people speak. So the good thing about learning within context and hearing is not only that, okay, hearing is a good thing, but it's also the fact that when we use words in the Swedish language, we use them within context. So you're never gonna hear someone say katt, hus. Like, it doesn't happen because there's no meaning to that half-done sentence. But if you will hear people say ett hus or huset within different contexts, like, oh, jag köpte ett hus, or I bought a house, or many other examples. With the cat, oh, and cat. Even just that sentence, like, oh, look, a cat, has en within it. So as you learn words, you learn them within context and get that one as a freebie. So that's good. The second one is if you're translating words, make sure to translate them with the indefinite form. So the indefinite form would be like a cat or a house. If you write that in like Google Translate or something, you'll get the correct translation, and you get like whether you get to know if it's ett or en before. So that's a good advice. Like, I recently tested myself on a new word in Swedish, and I wanted to see if I could get more of an intuitive, if I had the intuitive sense of using nouns and stuff. So I found a word which was adjutant. I don't know, something adjutant. It's not a good word anyways, not very useful. It means like serving a king or a royalty within the military field. So it's like a high position there. So I know it's a noun, and in my head I'm thinking adjutant. Adjutant, exactly. I'm thinking if it's en adjutant or ett adjutant. And for me, intuitively, I sense that it would be en adjutant. And I was correct, hit it right on the nose. And that's the kind of ear you can develop if you get more of if your vocabulary comes from listening more than just looking upwards, and if you translate them with their right form. I think those are the 3 advice for learning how to use en och ett in Swedish. And if you take these advices seriously, you won't make a mistake. This is Thomas, and subscribe to Language Hack if you like what I do, and support me.